Joining us in studio, it's Manira Khalil and Corey Boyce. Welcome.
Hey,
Hello.
thank you for having us.
What is the most run wild worthy experience that you've had?
I honestly would have to say probably when I was working the haunted trail and students that were going through the trail during after the intermission, they thought that I was a clown during the whole clown epidemic. And they were like, I don't think he's supposed to be a part of this. And I'm like, how do you know?
Oh
Maybe I'm just here
no.
for the fun.
Oh, wow. Way to save yourself, huh? Did you get attacked?
I didn't get attacked, but the RAs had to do a double check.
That's funny. How about you, Manira?
Um, I'm not a wild person.
Oh, come
I
on.
I can't think of anything right now.
Everyone's got
to
a
be
wild
honest.
side. Everyone.
Maybe back home,
Which is where for you?
as in Saudi Arabia. We went to camp in the desert, and me and my cousins, we took a bunch of bikes and we went. Um, I don't know what you call it, drifting maybe in the sand dunes.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
our bike stopped working in the middle of in the
In
middle
the middle
of
of the desert?
in the middle of nowhere.
Oh
We don't know
no.
where
Oh no.
our camp or anything. Anyway, but some people came over and helped us out of the sand, so it was that was the wildest thing that comes to mind right now. Yeah.
Are the I know this is gonna be like a weird question, but are the deserts different? Like, do you guys have different cactuses than we do, or cacti?
Um
They're
well,
cacti.
well, I haven't seen the desert the cactus like the ones that are in Texas,
They're called cactopusses.
Okay, but the trees are pretty dry and they have thorns in them. So I don't know if they're considered
Oh, really
part of
friendly,
the
huh?
yeah.
Do you go up
So-
and give them a hug every now and then just so they feel
No.
welcomed?
You must stay away from them because there would be scorpions and
Oh,
you
no.
never know.
Oh.
Maybe a snake. The what they call it, the one with the
Rattlesnake?
the rattlesnake.
Hey,
yeah.
you know when I asked you if you've ever had wild experiences? This might have come to mind.
Yeah, actually, one of the scorpions once came out and tried to attack us, but my brave, she's not my cousin, but she's related to us somehow. She took it out, so that was pretty
Yeah, that's run
scary.
wild worthy.
Yeah,
Did she hit it with a rock?
Like in the movies.
she actually hit it with her shoe, so close enough.
That counts for me.
Yeah. What about you, Gabe? I'm gonna turn the tables on you now.
Whoa. What about me? Where's this
Yeah.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What did you do? Something wild.
I was just born in this studio and I've lived here ever since.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is pretty wild.
Okay. Probably the craziest thing in terms of culture was, I used to live in Nebraska. I was 6, around the age of 6, and then I moved to Germany, and
Wow.
and my parents gave me an option: do I want to go to an American school on base, or do I want to go to German school? And I didn't know any German at the time. I think I knew like grün meant green, so I knew nothing, and and yeah, I just stepped into that German school. It was really, really weird at first, and I had no clue what was going on. But just I got to immerse myself fully in the German culture, and to this day, some days I feel more German than American.
Wow. Well, that happened to me too here.
Right.
So it's gonna take a time to adjust back home because I feel like I'm fully Americanized now.
I do too.
Great. What about you, Corey? Are you Americanized?
I've lived here for 21 years.
What was the transition like from Saudi Arabia to here?
I was born here, so I lived my first 7 years of my life over here, but I was a kid, so I don't remember it much. I mean, I remember it, but not clearly. So I went back and went through school and college over there. Then I came here, and it was a process. Like it took me a while to get used to everything. For example, when Americans go into the elevator, they expect you to have small talk, and back home we don't do that. We just
I
stand there.
never do. I hate you if you're that person that does
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, the earbuds are in my
Oh.
ear for a reason, buddy. I don't want to talk to you.
Great, someone like me. So I found that interesting. What else? My society is pretty not segregated, but there's rules when it comes to gender interaction. So it took me a while to get used to it here, like to shake hands and to,
Right. How
And
about
to
some? Oh, sorry.
sorry, and to sit next to someone like,
Yeah, that must have been pretty radical.
yeah.
How about some similarities maybe that we wouldn't think about?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
like for example, do you still have electricity in Saudi Arabia?
of course, since the
We
50s.
have dirt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, we have McDonald's everywhere.
Hey, yeah, you've been Americanized.
And Starbucks
The truth
and
is,
Burger King.
the difference in prices, is it cheaper in America or cheaper in Saudi Arabia?
It's cheaper in Saudi Arabia.
Of course.
So, what else similarities? The thing it was not surprising. I mean, I expected it. The family ties here because we're very close back home, and when I came here, I saw that too. So I was like, people over there took the wrong idea about Americans. They think, after college, you don't see your family at all. You just send cards or, see them on Christmas, and that's it. But yeah,
Wow.
That was
okay.
pretty cool.
I wouldn't have thought of that. How about you, Corey? Where have you been? I know you haven't been abroad, but where else in the United States have you been to?
What I frequently know because I've been there about 3 times in the last couple of years is Florida, and the culture is definitely different. It's more hustle and bustle than the areas in New York that I've been in. I don't think it's as hustle and bustle as New York City, but the people there are always in flip-flops, clothes that are like ready for 60-degree weather, stuff that we need
I
in New
love
York.
60-degree weather.
yeah.
I would take it right now.
100%. Anything below
Yeah.
70 is too cold for me. 70 and above, that's
Me
what I'm all
too.
about.
Me too.
We live in a society where if we have like 16 inches, we're gonna be like, yeah, we're still going to school, but we're down south. It's like we have a foot. Everything is closed. We need the National Guard. We need everything.
Well, that's what happened in DC. I mean, when I was there, if they have a little bit of snow, everything stops, like schools, and they have snow days. But here, like life goes on.
Yeah, how about just last night? What? How many inches did we get?
Oh wow.
I was up working on a final presentation and I got to watch every inch fall. And my hopes and dreams were crushed because the final still happened today. So I had to trudge through snow that was halfway up to my knee just to go to an 8:30 a.m. final.
I was honestly surprised that people would endure this. I mean, it's just
America.
it's crazy for me. Like, why would people, be in the snow?
Here in America and in New York, you can guarantee 3 things. You can guarantee rednecks. You can guarantee winter. Just like, Game of Thrones, winter is coming. We pretty much have winter all the way up till April. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, but the spring here is pretty cool.
Oh, I love spring. Water puddles, mud. Oh, all I can think of right now is going mudding.
What's mudding?
Oh, you get trucks and Jeeps. And I mean, you can use cars as well.
Oh,
but
do you have
go,
monster
like-
trucks?
We do have monster trucks.
I always wanted to see monster trucks.
But monster trucks wouldn't be good for mudding. The wheels would be too big. You wouldn't really be able to get much dirty. That's why trucks are better. But
Okay.
it's just, I love it. Also, tractor pulls. I like tractor pulls for some odd reason.
What's that?
From the last one that I went to, they try and like pull a certain kind of weight. That's what they did at the one that I went to, I should say. But it doesn't happen, I don't think, at every tractor pull. But it's very unique. And the car shows up here I really enjoy. Have you gone to any of those?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they get out the old, nice, fancy cars. The ones that didn't have seat belts. There was no safety precautions in case you got into an accident.
Oh, wow. No, thank you.
But I mean, looking at them's nice, but I wouldn't want to ride in one. My life is too precious.
So, does anyone, participate or?
I don't know anyone around here, being that I'm not really familiar with the area, but back home, I know my grandparents, they participate in some of the car shows. They also, we have an ice cream parlor, and they have a bike night as well as like a car night. So my grandparents also have a motorcycle, so they'll take their bike out during bike nights, or they'll take their like nice car out during the car shows.
So, to all my Texas listeners out there, I don't want to hear any complaints anymore. Oh, it's a cold day. It's about 60 degrees. Yeah, we got temperature last night was single digits. We got about, I'm gonna guess about 2 feet of snow last night. It looks like it looked like a snow globe walking in there. Doesn't even matter.
I was actually in the thick of it yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went out of the mall and it was like, I was like, oh, is it morning? Like it was completely white.
It did look a little bit like a snow globe out there with the
Yeah,
wind blowing and
yeah,
everything. And then the snow's it got up about middle, about to my knee. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys can get through the weather down there in Texas, though. All that you suffer.
Yeah.
The sun,
Oh
a little
my
bit of
God,
breeze.
I miss the sun.
Here comes the sun.
I'm going back to the land of sun. Yeah.
Is that the land down? Oh no, that's Australia. My bad.
I call my country the land of sun too because we have too much of it.
Right.
But you enjoy it.
Yeah, I do.
Right. All right, let me transition. Let me ask you. So you graduated now, Manera,
Yes.
and Corey, you're brand new to the Hilbert campus,
I
to the Hilbert
am.
environment. So we're gonna get two somewhat different perspectives, I imagine, maybe similar. Who knows? My question to you, Corey, being here, your first semester on campus, how different was it from your life in high school?
Well,
Or my bad. And how different was it from the place where you went before Hilbert?
the difference between Hilbert and Niagara County Community College is the community is definitely smaller and it's more tight knit. You basically know every little person, every little detail. You get to know your professors really well. I am surprised at the class sizes, though. The class sizes at N-Trip, they were always about 20 to 25 students. Here at Hilbert, maybe your first couple of classes, your first semester, you got like that 20, 25 students. But as you go on, it dwindles down to 8, 6, maybe even 5 students in your class. And that's astonishing. I also have to applaud the clubs and activities that we have here on campus. I know that I'm involved with some of them. And just the amount that they do for their club members and the amount that they do here on campus through the children's parties and everything, it's way different than some of the stuff that we did back at N-Trip.
Would you say we're more involved here at Hilbert?
I would say more involved with the community outside of Hilbert. I do know back at N-Trip there were a bit more things that happened that clubs did to pertain to the students. So in regards to the community on campus, N-Trip had a bit more that they did over Hilbert.
Okay. So, Manera, I want to know two things. First of all, what has your experience at Hilbert been like? And now that the time's ticking down, what's the feeling that you're about to leave this Hilbert community?
Well, my experience here has been wonderful, to be honest. Like everyone that I've known. Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Shout out to everyone.
Yeah. And
All my friends.
all my friends. It's been great. I mean, I'm glad that I chose this school to come to study. So, yeah. And as I'm leaving, it's bittersweet. I miss my family and friends in Saudi Arabia. But also, I'm going to miss my cohort and my professors and all the friends I made here. So,
Right, that's understandable.
but not the weather though. I'm not
Right,
gonna miss that.
Never miss the snow.
Yeah.
What's life beyond Hilbert for you? You're going back to Saudi Arabia. What are your plans?
Well, I'm hoping to get employed, of course.
That's a good plan. I like it.
I want to start my career, but I also want to freelance because I'm a marketing communication major.
Okay.
And
okay.
I want to have like a clientele base before I begin my own business and I want to be a boss. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. A businesswoman.
Women power.
What do you envision your business being?
It will be in marketing too. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
Corey, you taking notes?
Yeah.
I am. I'm just thinking if she has her own place and her own business, she's gonna have one of those secretaries, and all I can think of is just doing their nails. Maria's gonna come out. And she's gonna be like, "What are you doing? We are professional. We are marketing."
Nobody's going to do their nails on my watch. I'll be a tough boss.
All right, so let me ask you this then: do we have an open invite to come to Saudi Arabia? Just check out your new business and everything.
Of course, everyone is welcome. If life happens to put you there or Dubai, I'll be more than happy to welcome you there and be your tourist guide.
Ooh, you hear
Yeah.
that, Corey? She's hiring.
Yeah.
I am super excited. Let's do this.
Yay.
Dream team.
We'll have a Hilbert delegation over there.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, well, Hilbert's running wild across the world globally. We're running wild.
Yay.